Hello, hello. Hi, my guys. I have missed you big time. Aki, I am very sorry. Last week we didn't have a video. As you can hear, I was having a cold. Aki, nimekuwa na hoba. Hata sahi nashindwa kuongea, but we are going to talk. And as you can see, I have some water here. Kama kuna mtu akona kajinja, tafadhali ukatume huku kwa sababu sauti ni kama inaenda ikienda. But thank you guys for subscribing. We have had a huge subscription since last time, and also the viewership has increased. Thank you so much. We got this, and She Got This has got you guys. Don't feel like tumepotea, tumerudi. We are back, and my guest is here, Emily. My friend is here, Emily. She's no longer a guest now. Emily, please say hi to our people.
Thank you so much, Miriam, for having me once again. It's a pleasure to be here, and she got this, we got this, and let's do this.
Wow. Thank you so much, Emily. Karibu sana. As you know, guys, kwa marriages ndio tuna thrive, and we are going to talk about marriage even today. And our topic today is about love. And as people have always been saying out here, actually, love is not enough. We are going to get this. We are going to discuss this, get to know whether it's not enough, ama it's enough. And here we are. Emily.
Wewe unaona iko enough? Ama uko wapi wewe haswa?
Yeah, mi naona iko enough.
Iko enough?
Yes.
Wow, hata mimi naona iko enough. But I know there is a conversation that is going right now.
Yes.
And it is very conspicuous. And at some point, actually, I thought it is not enough.
Yeah.
But slowly by slowly, naenda nikiona, hii kitu ni kama iko enough.
Iko enough.
Because I think it depends on what is your definition of love.
Yeah.
Because depending on how you define love, then it will either be enough or not enough.
Sure.
For instance, in our everyday activity or in our current day-to-day, the definition of love is very different. Kuna mtu anaidefine na tumoni. What is in your pocket defines whether you are lovable, whether you love me, or whether I love you.
Yeah.
Money. Financial stability.
Lakini lazima ukuwe na pesa.
But is that all?
Kuna watu wana believe hivyo akiwa, but I have heard people saying, me as long as mtu ananipea pesa, I don't want anything else from them.
But I don't think money is everything.
Sure.
So that is why we are saying, depending on how you define love, from your definition point, you will either know whether it is enough or not. Because if that money is no longer there, then you will feel, hapa hakuna mapenzi.
Kabisa.
Whereas maybe that person was okay with all other things, ni vile tu finances zimeenda down. Another person will define love from a point of spirituality.
Yeah.
I am a believer, 100%, born again, going to heaven, and all those things. But you cannot define love on the fact that somebody is born again.
Yeah.
And those are some of the things that many people, especially in our era, where we were told less about choosing a spouse, some, especially church people, think that being born again is that is it. This guy
it's all, it's everything.
It's everything.
Ameokoka hana makosa.
Hana makosa.
Ako sawa.
Lakini that is not it. That is not the full definition of love.
Yeah.
Someone could be born again, but there are other things that do not match with you, or they cannot be compatible with you.
Sure.
So that does not mean that that person is a bad person. No, he fits another person. Unajua kuna gears, the fact that haziingiani na gears zako si kumaanisha si gears.
True.
It is just that they have not got the right menos za kuingiana nazo.
Kabisa.
So if you say spirituality, it is not, you cannot say that love is being born again.
Yeah.
As much as huyo mtu hafanyi zile vitu utaki afanye, lakini that cannot be it.
True.
Lakini sijui unaonaje hii story?
Wacha nikwambie, acha turudi hapo kwa pesa kidogo. I don't know wewe kama umepatana na hao watu huko nje, and those ladies were out there, even men, because nowadays even men wanaenda kwa mademu wenye wako na pesa ama kwa mabibi wenye wako na pesa. You get somebody got married to somebody just because they had money. And I am like, I have heard women saying that mimi bwanangu hata halalangi kwangu, hata hatuongeangi na yeye, but ananitumianga pesa. Me,
Na
as
iko
long as
sawa.
ananitumia pesa, mimi sina problem. And I am like, did you marry? What was the reason for you getting married to this person? Because, of course, there's that thing that pushed you to this person. And there's that thing that attracted you to this person. So that person who got attracted because of money, I always ask myself, what about this person became bankrupt? And they don't have money anymore? Does this mean that you're going to pack your things and leave?
They do pack. We have seen people packing. We have seen people go because hata sema outrightly ni pesa, but looking back at it and doing some investigation, you will know it is because this person is no longer financing the way they used to finance.
Yeah.
And that is where you'll see, the other time we were talking about finances and those issues that come around the finances.
Yeah.
So there are people, if you got married for the reasons of money, that same reason will make you go when the money is not there.
Yeah.
So that's where we go back to, someone will say love is not enough. Why? Because the reason of their love, I love you because, I love you because, I love you because. If the because is not there,
Yes.
then the love is not there.
Sure.
Another person will define love from the emotional feeling.
Yes.
Unajua kuna kimsisimko.
Kifili.
Kifeeling.
Nasikia nimemwangukia. Nimemfolia.
Kama chemistry, goosebump kingine kinakujanga hapa kwa tumbo and someone will feel like this is this is love. Sasa nauliza aje, Mira mko na crush? You know, like for example,
Yes.
you could, feeling it is brought by different things. Maybe
Yeah.
even the physical stature of somebody.
Yes.
Mtu ana imagine huyu akiniinua tu hivi.
Hivi.
Yeah? Sasa ma six whatever huko.
Ma six pack.
You know, so you cannot define that as love because it is not about how somebody looks.
Yes.
It is not about that key.
Yeah.
Hiyo kifeeling huisha. Si ulikuwa na kifeel mkidate?
Kabisa. Unaangalia hizo ndevu.
Yeah? Hata mpaka kama you're going to meet somebody, I used to feel that a lot. Sijui kwa nini inaishanga.
Ulikuwa una feel aje?
Una feel if you're meeting when I was now we were dating,
Yes.
and we are meeting we're just meeting.
Yeah.
The moment I get closer to our meeting point, I start feeling things in my stomach. You know, goosebumps, kisijui, feeling wewe hata happiness, anxiety, kingine hapo hivyo.
Ni kama inaishanga kidogo.
Sijui nilisikia jana.
Ukusikia kiku drop au kufeel?
Now you see that feeling.
Yes.
And that is just being real. I don't know where it goes.
Yeah, because if you got married because of that feeling, then saya ungekuwa huko.
It comes back once in a while when there is some special treatment. But it is not there every day. That is the truth.
Yeah, sure.
So if you got married or you were with this person because of that feeling, then I could have left a number of years ago when I stopped feeling.
Yes.
And I think inaishanga. The moment you say I do,
Yes.
sijui inaendanga wapi.
Inaisha kabisa. Inaenda.
Sio mimi tu.
Inaishanga, sio wewe peke yako. Na si ati umeacha kupenda mtu. You still love this person. But that I think it usually comes with the excitement of the first days. You're really eager to see this person. But I don't think there's that day unless we are lying. Ati sasa ulikuwa na bwanako asubuhi, uko eager kumuona jioni. Uko eager kumuona, yes, but you don't have that excitement of ati sasa kai nikimuona.
And kuna those good days. You know, there are those days
zile
za tutapatana. But what about those days that you have very hard conversations about ile pesa ulikuwa nayo ilienda? Exactly. You know, that is a different conversation now. It is now a different talk of we need to do ABCD. Hiyo hakunanga hiki feeling. Sasa hiyo ni ma responsibilities zimejialign hapa.
Feeling hata how you feel.
Feeling haiko. Juu unaangalia ki-investment kimesimama.
Yes.
January ndio hii na kuangalia. Kuna mtu anaingia form 1. Sijui kuna nini.
Yes.
Sasa
I think also these things end with maybe the responsibilities that come in our lives, because you see that time you were feeling that key feeling, it was only you and him. Now you have other people you're looking forward to seeing in the evening when you go home. Not only him. As much as he's your number one, there are other things that are coming in. And there are those people who talk about the physical appearance. Like, uliona mtu na ukasema aki nimempenda. And there are people who get married because of that.
Physical appearance.
Yes, and they feel like me aki nimemwona, aki sio jamaa anakaa aki si
kiatu sinaendanisha sijui na
si anajua kuvaa. You know, such things.
And sasa, especially for the ladies, you know, when I was getting married, a day before, I weighed my kilos. I was 59. A day to my wedding.
Yes.
59.
Yes.
Sasa akuje saa hii ni kanyange hiyo kilo iende mpaka mwisho. If that is what he saw, the Kayang small girl at that time.
Yes.
Right now,
times 2.
he would not be there. So those physical,
they change.
Whatever, they change.
Yeah.
Actually, you hear even people who get accidents,
yes,
and they are now on wheelchair.
Yes.
Others get an accident, they can't see. Others sijui wamegonjeka, sijui nini. What happens? Natural calamities zime happen.
Mtu amepoteza macho, haoni tena.
Mtu haoni tena.
Mkono ilikatwa na accident.
Exactly.
So does this mean that this person cannot, if they can't see again, you no longer love them?
Not, if that was the reason of your love,
yes,
if you loved him because of his height, the tall, the brown, because I think nowadays it change, see tall, dark, ni tall, light.
Oh, nowadays ni light. Hiyo ilinipita.
Sikuzi ni tall, light.
Oh, dark imeondoka. Wanataka light.
Light.
Kama ipelekani.
Light. Okay. So, sasa kama uliona hiyo tall light, alafu along the way something happened and he's on wheelchair or she's now, she can't walk, she can't do whatever. Yeah. You see now there'll be a splitting. Yeah, there'll be a challenge because of the wrong definition of what love is. And most people got into marriage for the wrong reasons.
True.
Peer pressure, Miriam aliolewa, fulani aliolewa, nimebaki peke yangu.
Na juu kuna jamaa ananikatia mahali, I think nitaenda.
Naenda tu. So, the wrong definition of love will lead you to knowing whether it is enough or it is not enough.
Yes.
Depending on where do you stand in your definition.
True.
Yes.
Because I think even this thing of you would rather marry late but marry right.
Exactly.
I think it works because the people who got influenced, like you said, because Miriam got married at 22 years, somebody feels because they are 30, they are very late. But what if you went to somebody just because you were desperate? The people who got married because they were desperate. And now they're like, this is not the person I wanted in my life. And nowadays, I have seen it happen. Somebody saying that they have met the love of their lives after they are married. Is it true?
Squeeze, unajua kuna vitu.
Ati mtu amepatana na mwenye sasa alikuwa anataka, huyu alikuwa tu wa hiyo time, and they get married to those people. And I am like, you have been with somebody for like 30 years or 20 years and you have just realized they're not the right people.
But I think you know, in the current generation,
yes,
they are very outspoken.
Yes.
And they are very particular on what they want.
Yeah.
Very loud about, I don't want this. So, contrary to what was happening in the previous generation, where people were a bit, they could shy away from saying exactly how they feel and what they want.
Yes.
Actually, I can't remember expressing, you know, hearing people express themselves that this is how I feel,
yes,
and this is what I want. Even going to colleges, most people did courses for their parents because they didn't have an opportunity to express. And you see, the way you grow up makes you. So unapata even kwa marriage, many people did not have an opportunity to say how they feel and what they want.
Yes.
Sasa, that is why unaona there is a difference. Because now the current people that we have, ana outright anasema, this thing is not working.
Yes.
This relationship is not working.
And I'm not
this
going to stay
marriage
here.
is not working.
Yes.
So we are feeling like they are not holding on or hawavumilii, lakini ni vile wanasema. So because of now the way it has become visible, even the people who have been in wrong marriages for a very long time, they are getting the courage to say, hey, it's been 20 years.
And this is not what I wanted.
And this is not what I wanted. So, ni kama the current generation is energizing even the older ones.
Yes.
Wanaona enyewe, I have been suffering for a
very long time.
Because the truth of the matter is, there are people who are suffering in their marriages. Serious suffering. Yes, kuna hii tunaambiangwa tuvumilie, na tunavumilia. Lakini kuna zile extremes. Kuna mtu anavumilianga vitu hata wewe ukisikiza story unajiambia hata kama grace ni sufficient.
Hii imekataa.
Hata kama grace ni sufficient. This one. Jesus.
It has refused.
This one has refused.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it is worth dying there.
Yes.
So the current generation is helping those people to even come out.
Yes.
And you realize there are very many separations nowadays of those ages. Zile za married 25 years, married 30 years. Unashindwa aje. How are you divorcing right now? Why are you even separating right now? You people, your children are adults. Because they stayed there by the fact that what will people say?
Exactly.
What will people say if I leave?
Yes.
So saizi ndo wanapata courage. So going back to where we were before tujipate tumeenda Kisumu na tulikuwa tunaenda Meru. Love can be enough if it is well defined.
Yes.
And if you were to define it right, we could only go back here.
Yes. To the Bible.
Here.
Yes.
So si unaweza kutusomea in 1 Corinthians chapter number 13 from verse number 4.
Yes, I can. Let me read. So 1 Corinthians from chapter 13 from verse 4, I think to 8, yeah. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth, always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always adheres.
That is the definition
of love.
How many words are those? How many? Tulikuwa tunazita adjectives.
Yes.
How many adjectives are those?
There are very many.
So in short, love is a conclusion.
Yes.
Ebu soma tu tena.
Love is patient.
Patient.
Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not
haina
boast.
Wivu. Envy si ni wivu.
It does not boast.
Haina maringo.
It is not proud.
Haina kwanza pride.
Haina pride. Yo, pride. It does not dishonor others.
Dishonor.
It is not self-seeking.
Haijipendi.
It is not easily angered. Why?
Kujam.
Hapo sasa.
Kujam
It keeps no record of wrongs.
Kusema 2017.
2021.
Ulifanya aje?
Ulinikasirikia. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth.
Tuko 10 things.
It does not delight in evil, but rejoices in all truth, in all things. It always protects. It always trusts. It always hopes, and it always perseveres.
Do you know how many descriptive words those were? 14.
About love.
Just defining love.
Yes.
14 words.
Imagine.
Na sasa hapa kuna mtu mwingine, kuna mtu wako hapa anaidescribe na 14 words, na kuna mwingine anaidescribe na one word. So,
anasema it is proud. Anakuwa proud.
Hawa watu watafanana?
Hawawezi fanana.
Wewe uchukue love yako, uidescribe na money. Mimi ni sasa lazima nikuwe kwa good example. Mimi
nichukue sema fananisha na food, lazima useme money.
Uchukue yako, uidescribe na money.
Na physical appearance.
Na physical appearance. Mimi nichukue 1 Corinthians. Nikae hapa na checklist. 14 things.
Na wewe mwingine uko hapo unasema huyo mtu hana kapwa sana. Mimi nilimuona tu vile alikuwa anakaa ni vile sasa amechapa.
So when someone is saying that love is not enough and they are coming to talk about you need to check if love is not enough, you need to have somebody who is propelling you to the unajua kwanza hiyo mama tunapenda sana ladies
anakupeleka mbali
anakupropel ndio hiyo hapo it is not self seeking.
True.
And inaangalia inakutakia vizuri.
Yes.
So it is already in 1 Corinthians.
And that is love.
That is love. And it is described, yani ni definition. Ni venye unaweza kuangalia definition ya what is a table. A table is an object that used to
it has 4 legs.
So, hiyo ni definition. Simesema love is not.
It does not dishonor others.
It does not dishonor.
Uko huko ukikosea watu heshima, mtu heshima kwa nyumba. And you want to say you love them. But let me ask you, Emily, before we continue. Hizi vitu ni mingi sana. Na unaweza kosa zote. Hakuna love.
Unajua, that is why ziko mingi. And we are human beings.
Yes.
Because if it was one, like say, love is money. Hata tutumie tu pesa
Yes.
juu.
Hiyo
Kila
tu,
mtu anapenda
yeah.
pesa. If it was one, we could be disqualifying each other very fast.
Very fast, that's true.
Very fast. But now, it has 14, hata nimefurahi juu tumejua ni 14 items. It has 14 items. So, if you are kind, if you are patient, if you're not self-seeking, you can be able to accommodate somebody who has a challenge of being rude. And you're able to walk a journey with them. You see?
Yes.
Because you are patient.
Yes.
And you're kind. And you're not self-seeking. And you don't keep record of wrongs.
Hapo kwa record of wrongs.
So, inakupatia opportunity ya kuwalk a journey na mtu. Kwa sababu, hakuna mtu perfect. Hakuna spouse 100%.
We cannot
so
be 100%.
It's gonna be a journey
Yes.
of even achieving and fulfilling these 14 things. Because a day will come and you'll be angry. By the way, haisemi ati love is you not getting angry, easily angered.
Love
so
does
the anger,
not envy.
haina wivu.
Na unashindana na bwana yako.
Na
Akinunua
kuna
gari
watu,
na
by
wewe
the way,
unanunua, afadhali
they are
uibe.
competing with their
in marriage.
spouses in marriage.
It's very unfortunate.
Sasa nashindwa.
Unashindana. Can you imagine competing with your husband? Just because he came home and told you he was promoted, na akanunua gari na wewe ukanunua. Where are you even taking that family? Where are you headed to? But for you to compete, there must be a problem.
I think the competition especially, sorry to say that, but inakujanga when it is the wife doing well,
Yes.
and the husband is a little bit nyuma kidogo. So, but I always feel like it is an insecurity.
Yes.
It is an insecurity. Maybe you're a manager in your place of work,
Yes.
and he's an intern, or yani, hata mshahara
Just a
yake iko
normal
juu.
employee in a company.
Exactly.
Yes.
So he's feeling insecure
Yeah,
of
because
your income
and your
and
position.
your position. But again, I say this also, you give him the reason to be insecure.
Yes.
You're the one who gives him a reason
Yeah.
to be insecure.
Yeah.
Because how do you, now that you're a manager, unamuongeleshaje? Rude pale. You bringing your managerhood into the house.
Into the house.
You're
You are
ordering
arrogant.
everybody
And
there.
you have been told it's not arrogant.
It is not arrogant.
Yes.
It is not rude.
It does not boast.
It does not boast. It is not envious. So, wewe umekuja hapa ati juu sasa wewe uko manager kwenye uko ulifanywa kwa director, una direct mpaka
Lakini
home
si anafaa niheshimu, mimi ni manager.
kwa ofisi.
Niko na
Wewe
position
wewe ni manager wapi?
kwa kampuni
Kwa
huko.
kampuni. Wewe ni manager kwa Mr.
Hapana.
and Mrs. Karaoke?
No.
Wewe una manage wapi? Huko
Kampuni.
ukienda,
Wa kuheshimu.
enda umanage huko. Na hata akikuja, if he wants to see you, hata yeye atakuja aseme, excuse me, can I see the director? Can I see so and so?
What about those women who don't know this Bible verse?
That's why we are telling them today.
That's why I'm asking. They're now behaving that way in their houses. What is the reason why they do not know this Bible verse?
That's why we are here to tell them that the definition of love that we should be following
Yes.
is according to 1 Corinthians.
Yes.
We should not be competing with our husbands.
Yes.
We should spearhead them.
True.
Yeah, we should inaitwa kufanya
Support
nini?
them.
Support them.
Yes.
We should be supportive, not competing with them. Even for the men, by the way.
Yeah, there are men who compete too.
They should not be competing. In any case, they should be urging you on. Keep going.
Preparing you.
Keep going, keep going.
You're
Lakini
doing
na
well.
wewe pia ubehave.
Lakini unajua huwezi kuja kuongea rude kwa nyumba and you expect me to support you.
Why? What is love? It is accommodating.
Si wanasemanga hataki bibi mtu hawezi niongelesha vibaya.
Okay, some of these things, hata kushinda ukijigonga hiyo kifua unajigonga ni bure tu.
Yeah.
If you give, two wrongs will
not
never
make a
make a
right.
right.
Yeah.
They will never.
Yes.
So if you're competing on who is rude, you can win. Ladies can win. That one we can win.
Because we are very good at talking
Yes.
too much.
So what if you win and lose your marriage? What benefit does it?
You have lost.
You have lost.
You have lost.
You can win an argument and lose your marriage.
Yeah, because I always say, being that person or being that woman does not mean competing or being the one who is doing so well than your husband.
Yeah.
That people believe that you are the best. She's doing so well. She's a manager. Unajua bwanake anakuanga hana kazi. Ndio unaonanga huyo bibi akimwongelesha hivyo, you know.
Actually, the Bible says that love covers a multitude of sins.
Yeah.
So, hata inafikanga place. Yesterday I was talking to somebody na alikuwa ananiambia how love covers. Kwa sababu hata inaweza kuwa you have
a weakness.
You have money,
yes,
and your husband doesn't have. I think there's a clip I saw on TikTok. Watu wako kwa hoteli, kwa restaurant, like maybe it's the two families, yours and mine.
Yes.
You are the one who had invited us. See, of course mko na bill. So you're there with your karaoke seated, and he opens the wallet and he sees he doesn't have enough money to pay this bill.
Yes.
Then the wife passes more money under the table and gives the husband.
Wow, the support.
You see, anapitishia pesa huku chini,
Anapatia
husband ili aanze kulipa bill. Another woman, what would she do? Zako hazitoshi?
Wacha nilipe
kujaribu kumuonyesha
like hata mimi niko na pesa.
Niko na do. So love covers.
Yes.
It covers, covering. Lakini sasa siku hizi ni kujaribu kuput mwingine chini.
You see, many women, as the Bible has said, it does not rejoice in evil. Exactly. Many women are rejoicing when bwanake akikunywa pombe anasema wacha akunywe na huko hata akitaka kukufa akufe.
What benefit does that bring?
And you hear them saying, mimi nilisema sitampigia simu, I'll never ask him where he is. Akitaka kukufia huko tutapigiwa simu from there. And I'm like, love is not there.
Love is not proud. Si tumesoma, that is pride.
Yes.
Unajua ni vizuri unajianalyze pia as a person. Unajiita tu kama mkutano. And then you see this verse is not written to a particular gender. Haijaandikiwa the ladies. Imeandikiwa both you
and the husband
and the spouse.
Yes.
So if I practice this and my husband practices it, for sure Miriam, your marriage haiwezi kosa kuwork.
It will work.
Haiwezi kosa kuwork. Show me people that followed this.
And their marriages failed.
And their marriages
they did not fail. You cannot fail.
At you are not rude, you are patient. Kwanza hapo pa patience.
You see, when it comes to patience now, this is something you even teach yourself. Hata kama umesoma Biblia, it's now about you. It starts with you, knowing that I am not patient. This and this and this has not been working for me because of impatience. Then I need to start being patient with my partner.
Exactly.
Do they have money? Do they know? It means I have to wait.
This is another thing I learned about patience. How mostly we get married from the age of 25 onwards. This person is coming from a different background. You are not raised together. He's not your brother.
Yes.
You're not his sister. So your backgrounds are like this. They could be very different. Kuna wale zinapatanga nanga wali, they had a similar, but most likely
they are like this.
They are different. So he's coming from his own school of thought. You're coming from your own school of thought. If you're not patient with each other and know that this person was used to doing things this way, you are used to doing things this way, and now we need to merge our Z ways and A ways to become B, so that we work together. You need patience.
Yes, because you see, marriages are not built by, as we have said, yes, love is enough. Yes, it is enough. But also you have to be very wise. Both of you have to have wisdom, because you know that you are not patient and you have realized that your partner is losing patience. What do? Do you shout at them? Do you tell them directly on their face that you're not patient? You have to look for a way to do that, and that is through wisdom. How do you do it? Sometimes I ask myself, how do I do that?
You see, una tukaenda hiyo verse. Me don't even want us to go any other place.
Yeah, true.
If we dwell there, even that wisdom, being able to merge those 14 things is wisdom.
True.
And wisdom comes from God.
Yeah.
It is only God who can enable you to know how to deal with. You could be patient,
That person is arrogant.
And you could be patient,
yes,
but you are dealing with another weakness. Your spouse again is not patient, but
they are proud.
Akona strength ingine. Unaona? So the wisdom to merge and to support each other. Miriam, mimi nilikuwa nakasirika, volume inaenda 100. Maximum. As in mpaka remote. Remote inakuambia hii ni mwisho. Hakuna pengine unaweza ongeza hiyo volume mpaka unasikia huku. Mwenye ninaongelesha na volume 110 haongei,
anakuangalia tu.
Ananyamaza, amekuacha kwa hiyo room. Ukimaliza hizo shenanigans, we will talk. Ameenda the next room.
And you know it happens.
Kama ninawaka moto.
And you know it happens when you are that loud person who always like making noise. Somehow unakutananga na ule mtu mwenye anakuangalia tu anafanya uone ni kama you are foolish.
Ni kama uko mjinga.
Because yeye alishakusoma. Wewe ndio huko umemsoma.
Nilikuwa na jam. Napanda karibu nipande juu ya roof.
Unaona ni kama hausikiki.
Naona ni kama sisikiki. Alafu anakuacha hapo. Wewe ukiwa hiyo volume anatoka kama mko sitting room anaenda kitchen. Sasa nasikia how dare you?
Ni kama anakucharge.
How dare you leave me talking?
Yes,
I am talking to you and you are walking out. Lakini siku hizi
because you have been able to merge all
even
this.
Him, he helped me.
Sure.
Yeye ndiye alinisaidia. Sasa when we are on a good day ananiambia, by the way, you don't have to talk loudly. You don't have to shout. You don't have to get that angry to prove a point.
Yes.
You can still articulate your point without necessarily being that angry. You are wasting a lot of energy.
Yeah, because you find yourself talking too much and you're not solving anything.
You're not.
And that comes with you not shouting comes with a lot of, you have to be patient too. You not shouting means you have to be patient to wait until it's the right time for you people to have a conversation.
Exactly.
Now that patience was the problem with you now, which also was a problem with me especially shouting. Nilikuwa na shout. If my husband comes here atasema yenyewe niliokoka mara ya pili. Nimeokoka because I used to shout until mimi mwenyewe nasikia niko exhausted. You know the way you talk, you shout, you feel you're exhausted. And in that shouting, you are rude.
Si umesha
ujaokoka.
Sasa unaweza kuwa easily angered, alafu ukose kuwa rude, ukose kuwa arrogant.
And that is one thing that is affecting so many people. I don't know whether you know about it. People are really shouting at each other. Like, you don't believe that this person has heard you until you shout. Mimi nilikuwa na shout, and if I was holding something, either niirushe, ama sijui niiweke wapi. And until today, I ask myself, is it me who keep quiet with a situation that I was supposed to discuss with my husband last week? Ninaipea wiki mimi.
Until such a time as.
Paka namwambia, I'm looking for time for us to have a conversation on something I need us to discuss. Saa zingine naonanga ni kama anashtuka. Who is this? But I think it's also through this. Like, you are able to tell that this is not the right time to do this.
Yes.
That is love too. You love this person to an extent of you giving time.
Because once you do these things, now you see the emotional feeling that we were saying, it will be there. Because it is work. Doing this thing by the way, to si chochane, si rahisi.
Si rahisi, it's not easy.
It is not easy. It is work.
Yeah.
And the moment you have worked hard for this, tumeona ni 14. Manzi. Hata ukachukua mmoja kila month, mwaka inaisha kama uja exhaust. So, it is work.
Yes.
It is a lot of work. And everything you labor for, it will always give you fruits.
It will.
So if you labor for these 14 things, for sure, you will change your tongue from love is not enough to love is enough.
Lakini, Emily, let me tell you something I came to realize. We love the partners we have. Ask me why. Can you imagine this person will come in the house and maybe you people are not even talking. You know, there are those times zenye hamuongei, mko tu, munapendana lakini hamuongei. But hata kama haumuongeleshi, you will ensure that this person has eaten. You will ensure that this person has taken a shower. They are well dressed and they are okay. What is that? Mtu mwenye huongeleshi lakini hata usiku unataka kusikiza kama ana breathe.
Si ndio tumesema kindness. Unajua tumesema love covers a multitude of sins. Kwa hivyo si kwamba ati kwa sababu unanipenda that we will not have rough roads. They will come.
Yes.
But because of the love, it will cover. Because of the kindness that is in love, we will work it out. Because of the patience. Because of those attributes that we have, it is not envious. Kwanza pride. It is not proud.
Na hiyo unarudia sana ni kama uko nayo.
Sina, nilideliveriwa. Si nilikwambia last time nilikuwa nayo.
Lakini sasa niko nini? Uko sawa?
Niko delivered.
I need to confirm.
I'm telling you, I'm going to heaven. Sina pride.
Una maringo. Hata maringo huna.
Sina.
Inaishanga, let me tell you.
Nakwambia inaishanga.
But also this thing comes with.
Lakini ni intentionally. It is
You've
very
been
intentional. Yes.
Yeah, because you just decide, and I'm like, me nowadays I don't see the reason. I don't know whether is it age ama ni nini. Siku hizi najipata tu hata ni kama ninaishiwa na hiyo nguvu ya kuwa na hiyo pride. I think kuna hako ka prime. Wanasema siku hizi in my prime. But kuna hako ka prime age Kenya una feelingi. Ananiambia nini? I don't care. Tunaenda wapi? But then now you have direction. You are focused. You know where you are going. I think also with age, the pride pia inaisha.
Hata understanding the journey, because this is a journey. Unaangalia unaona aje, when I was rude, what happened?
What did
Wakati
we change?
nilikuwa na shout, nini ili happen?
Yes.
Unajua ni vizuri kustudy the pattern. Unaangalia unaona when that time when I was easily angered, what was happening? What about if I try? Tuko tunaambiwa maseminars tukienda, just try this. Try. You know, now you go home and you try.
Yeah.
So mi ile unajua tulikuwa tunaambiwa ukisikia umekasirika,
Chukua maji na glass ukunywe.
Hebu chukua Miriam. Tulikuwa tunaambiwa hivyo.
Ikiwa kwa mdomo huwezi ongea.
Huwezi ongea. So nikasema aje, Emily, as cliche as it is,
Yes.
as whatever as it is, I will do this. So ukisikia kamepanda na unasikia hiyo mdomo inaweza toa na kunywa,
Unanyamaza.
nakaa hivyo.
Me, I used to talk every word on this earth.
Sina kujua.
I used to talk every word that is on this earth. And I ended up becoming very tired. Like nimechoka na mwenye nimeambia hajanijibu. Na ameshawa na amesonga. And I am like, I think God gave me so much wisdom. Nowadays, I feel like there's no big issue that I cannot sort. But my question is, until what is that age yenye tunasemanga ati umemachua ati hautaacha kuwa proud? It's not even sometimes about maturity. It's about God.
Everything is God. And that's why even today we are basing everything on the Bible. Because this is our manual, the one that we have, the one that can guide us to the right path.
True.
Otherwise, kuna so many theories around, very many theories. Lakini manual yetu ni Bible. And unless God builds the house for you, the builders build in vain.
True.
So, kuna mahali unaangalia unajua hii pride niko nayo, ni Mungu tu anaweza nisaidia. Hii anger issues, ni Mungu anaweza nisaidia. Hizi vitu zote, ni Mungu ananisaidia. But at the same time, there's a place for you. The willingness. The willingness. Because pia ujue, there's somebody else who does not even have the willingness to change. So, anapush pia. Unajua kuna still vitu zingine watu wanafanya and they are pushed by circumstances. True. I am not condoning them. Yeah. Lakini hata ukikaa kwa hiyo kesi.
But tumeambiwa kuna persevere.
Yes.
It perseveres
all.
Like
all.
Hakuna kitu yenye unaweza simama uambie watu nilishindwa kuvumilia hii.
All.
It perseveres all. Because it is love.
Kitu si mchezo.
It trusts.
Kitu si joke. It is
you
work.
Can imagine trust. It's not easy.
So ukiona watu wamekaa 12 years kama mimi, unafaa unanifanyia standing ovation.
Good girl. Congratulations. Ati mimi na persevere vitu zote because of love.
Yes.
But it is very strong. On the other hand, love is very strong. You find yourself forgiving this person over and over again. Forgiving this person over and over again. And I think people need to hear people talk or people's experiences, because sometimes people tell you things they have not forgiven their partners and you're like, that's not a big deal. Why didn't you forgive them? It's because you have known the benefits of forgiveness. Because love forgives, it trusts, it perseveres. Persevering means that this person did not give you what you expected or what you had agreed. They didn't do what you had agreed, but you persevered. You forgive them.
You persevere even the difficult phases of life.
Yes. You woke up in the morning and this person tells you, we don't have money for this, and we are going to survive. Do
you know how good it is when you have overcome a phase?
As partner. Yeah.
Unajua kale kajoe kana kuanga hapo kaa.
Aki tumevuka, tumemake it, tuko sawa.
Mumevuka ile side. Like you know, it is inakuanga na kafuraha fulani hapo hivyo. Like we were living in a single room.
Yes.
Now we are living in
It was our kitchen and our bedroom. Don't remind me.
So it gives you joy when you cross over together.
Yes.
When you have been able to persevere together. Now those are the definitions of love. And I'm repeating this. Hakuna vile you're going to practice that Miriam, and you join in the crowd that is saying that love is not enough.
True.
Because the compatibility that people are talking about
yes,
is in that.
it is in this. That is how you become compatible,
Yes.
if you have these qualities.
Exactly.
Yesterday I was reminding my husband of how we used to walk, the distance we used to walk from where we live to where the church was. And now he was telling me, na sahi mtu ako na gari na anasema haendi church. Unajua mimi, now he was telling me, yani uko na gari, lakini umeamka ukasema hujisikii kwenda church. Now he was remembering of how we used to walk a distance from our home, carrying our firstborn kwa mgongo, tuna exchange. I remember akimwekelea huku, like going to church. And now he was telling me, if we compare that time and now, what if I did not, kama sikuvumilia bwanangu huo wakati, to whom he is right now, where would I be? And I was asking myself, there are those days that I would ask my husband for money to go to the salon or to go buy something, and he would tell me, hii mwezi sioni. What if I defined marriage that way that time and forgot about the future that God has given us right now? Because also it's about what you tell your mind. Ama it's what you see in this person. This person has a future. This person has a dream. Because that is what I saw. What we had that time, the dream was not there.
But not even visible.
Yes, but I could see that this person is really working hard to take us somewhere. So I did not define love from that perspective of what we were going through that time or what he was that time. Now I was asking myself, what if I didn't see what I saw that time? And what we are today, because it's a reflection of what we are today, because we were going through maybe so much that time, and here we are right now, and you persevered so many things that you even didn't tell your friends, because if you told them, they would tell you, wewe hujui kuolewa ni kusema nini. Because I have heard people saying, mimi siwezi vumilia mtu, kwani marriage ni kuvumilia? Are you for that pia?
Sasa si I'm already in it 12 years. It hasn't been a smooth.
Mi si kuolewa nivumilie mtu. And I'm like, persevere ni gani? Sasa hiyo si kuolewa nivumilie mtu.
Sasa unaona hiyo.
What is perseverance?
You see now that attitude.
Yes.
It is what is defining love in the wrong way.
Yes.
Because there is no time life will be a smooth road all through. There will come a time when something will not be as you expect.
Yes.
So if you live at the slightest trigger of a challenge, then you will live. You will live kwa A, ukienda uende kwa B nako kutokea shida tofauti, you will keep living. Because even you as a person, your life also is not very smooth.
Sure.
It has challenges.
Yeah.
You as a person.
Hata unapitia vitu ngumu ni vile hata usemi.
Exactly.
Unajaribu tu kusema tomorrow shall be better. Even at your workplace. Hata kwa biashara yako unapata leo hujauza. So kama hujauza leo kesho utafunga.
There's somebody we had a conversation and I asked that person, you are looking to get a good, I even asked the youths in church. Na wauliza aje, everyone looks for a good spouse. And they are quick to dismiss everybody. This jamaa hana doa hata ajui kuvaa. Huyu na usimfeel. Huyu meno yake. Huyu akona forehead. Huyu hivyo. So for the wrong reasons.
Yes.
But one time I asked somebody, or rather I was asking them, put you yourself. So unajijua, can you marry you?
Yes. Can you marry you?
If you are
that
to
character in you.
If you are to meet you here now, can you marry you? Hivyo venye unakasirikanga, unaweza jioa. Hivyo venye the way you carry yourself.
Yeah, sure.
If you found that person duplicated,
ungemuoa.
Would you take them?
What did they say?
And everybody was shying off because deep inside they know there is something I need to work on.
Yeah, you have heard people saying, aki mimi siwezi taka mtoto wangu akuwe kama mimi.
Deep inside there is
character.
There is something you need to change.
Yes.
So and that should be your priority because we say this verse is not written to one gender.
Yes.
So practice on your side.
Another person
they
on
practice
their side.
on their side so that by the time we are combining, because this is even for those that we could be probably right now the people who will watch it are married, but it is even for those that are not married yet. So as much as I know, there's a lot of masking before you get married. A lot.
Yes.
But it is important to also work on yourself as a person.
Yes.
Work on yourself. Because hata vitu zingine ziko hapa, zinatokea, like you say, like the competition and the envy, they come because there is somebody also mwenye alitosheka. They're not working on themselves. They are, so because they relaxed, now they start envying other people. You are busy, you went back to school, you did ABCD, so you started getting promoted. On the other hand, your spouse are relaxed.
They just relax, they're just there. They don't want to grow.
They don't want to grow.
Because you people have to grow together for you to be on the same level.
Yes. So huyu hataki kugrow. Sasa utafanyaje?
Na kama hataki kugrow, amekataa kuamua kugrow. But I believe there are those people who feel like they have a very low self-esteem, and you as a partner have to really talk to them. On the other hand, there are those who don't want to grow, but there are those who don't have people to. Kuna watu wenye kuna wale watu hawa motivate, you know. Maybe I can tell people about myself to get something to understand about how I'm saying about maybe motivating the other person. For me, my husband took me back to school. I got married and I was a stay-at-home mom. But this guy saw something in me and he told me, no, you're not supposed to be a stay-at-home mom. I think you can do something. And since I got married, nikiwa college, sikuwa nimemaliza, he was like, I think you can continue. And he asked me, can you go back to school? And I was doubting myself because of the environment that I was in. I was with the stay-at-home moms who were there telling me, mimi nagojeanga bwanangu namtumia shopping list, anafanya. And I was feeling it was comfortable. But he told me, no, you need to empower yourself. You need to do something. And so he took me back to school. This is out of love.
So ndio mnunulie trophy.
Sijui mtanisaidia kumfanyia nini tufanye ka celebration. Yeah, he took me back to school. So that is why I'm saying there's somebody who is just there, not growing, because maybe their partner is not showing them the way. There are people who are in an environment they don't understand. Hata hajui hiyo ni kusema nini. Unamwambia agrow aende wapi. So even the partner you are with plays a very big role in taking you to that level. And that is also through love. As you said, mtu anasema they are not being propelled. How do you do that? Na mwenye uko na yeye hajakuambia, hajakujulisha, the environment you are in, that person has not even helped you understand what is going
kitu tena. Mara ya mwisho.
Upendo.
Mbugua. Kuna ka point na ulisoma hapo.
But there in verse 8, somewhere it says, love never fails. Love does not delight in evil but rejoices with the truth. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It does not keep a record of wrongs. But hapa penye sasa unaongelelea about kusaidia mtu kupropel. I think you are talking about hapa kwa number one, it's being kind. Na pale kwa kutoboast na kuto envy.
Pale ukimalizia kuna points hapo, ukienda kumaliza hapo sijui ilikuwa basi.
It always protects. It always trusts. It always hopes. It always perseveres.
Kwani hopes ni nini? Hopes ni nini? It hopes.
Kuona kuna kitu kwa huyu mtu.
Kuna kitu. So
inawezaje msaidia?
Exactly. Everybody has potential. Kila mtu akona potential kivyake. So if you love somebody, you will help them maximize their potential.
Yes.
It sees those things. Inaona, lakini sasa watu wengine juu ya wivu hata hiyo potential yako ikuwe actualized.
But then you know I have heard women saying that mimi bwanangu alisema siwezi kuwa employed.
Sasa sikia.
Mimi bwanangu alisema mimi siwezi fanya kazi. And I am like it's not about money. It's about growth. Because ukinisaidia I grow, we are benefiting as a family.
Both of us. So if those are some, sasa juu ya wivu sasa ile pale envy. Huyo mtu haizi kupropel, haina hope na wewe. Just anakuona tu just a woman who should be at home.
Because somebody you love, you want them to grow.
Exactly.
You want to see them shining. How would you tell your wife to resign?
Sasa
as much as you are giving them the money, there's no problem.
It's not about the money.
It's not about the money. You want this person to shine. You want them to grow. You want them to taste a new environment outside there.
Grow mind.
Yes.
How you know the people who are even embarrassed to go to functions with their spouses?
Juezi ongea mbele ya watu.
Anashindwa Jesus Christ. Atasema.
How do I even introduce them?
Akipewa mic anajiuliza huyu atasema.
I know this one can raise controversies, but me I have a problem with women who say that bwanangu hataki nifanye kazi. By the way, I have a problem. I have a problem with that, with such people, because you can't tell me you cannot even present yourself somewhere you go with an occasion with somebody, you cannot even introduce yourself.
Yeah.
And you're here saying that you are told you cannot. Huendi kufanya kazi ndio upate pesa. There are people who work even and wanaenda wanajitolea kwa makampuni and they work there just because they want to have a different environment
And mindset.
So you can't tell me that you just seated there and you're saying that my partner said that I cannot work, and you are there telling me mimi hata si growing. Utagrow aje?
You can't grow.
And we are with that your husband of yours is out there with other people who have grown, encouraging them.
But unajua hata wengine si kuambiwa, ni wao walifika comfort.
Akakaa tu.
Hakuambiwa, but because hataki kukuambia wewe ati yeye ndo aliacha.
Yeah, anatumia the husband.
Anatumia.
Because the partner, and I think anakuangalianga anaona wewe ulitosheka. I have heard men saying, mimi niliachana na yeye.
Yeah, because you became too comfortable, you no longer take care of yourself.
Yeah.
So hata wakiwa kama sasa si tunaelekea msimu wa end of year parties. If your spouse never calls you for their, let me tell you, most of the companies allow people to bring up
their partners. Anakataa kwenda na wewe.
So kama haendangi na wewe end of year
party, ask
party,
yourself a question. Kama kampuni yao inakubali waende na partners
na
hakubebi, please empower yourself. And women kindly, please let's empower ourselves. Please grow. Not because you want to be paid a lot of money, not because you want to compete with your husband, but at least mkue level moja. So as we wind up, Emily, what is your parting shot?
My parting shot is this. Tusome hiyo verse mara ya mwisho. Tuwakumbushe. And then, in my very honest opinion,
yes,
I would say this. Love is actually enough. If you follow the definition of 1 Corinthians, soma. Ya
so
mwisho.
Let me read.
Zote
ama ya mwisho. Love is patient, love is kind, love does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres.
That is my parting shot.
Yes. So
Yes.
guys, what is your definition on love? Please, on the comment section, please tell us what you define love as. So thank you so much, Emily, for being with us. Thank you for being here. You're part of us now. You're no longer a guest. And thank you so much, guys, for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. Please continue viewing, subscribing, sharing to your friends. And if you have something you'd want us to discuss, please let us know. See you. I love you.